Hello and welcome to the channel if it is indeed your first time here. I'm back being a tourist in Egypt, and where we are today obviously needs no introduction. Welcome to the Great Pyramids of Giza. So today I thought we would just take it easy, have a nice slow walk around the pyramids complex, take some awesome pictures, see what we can find, and yeah, just be a tourist again. And it's funny, right? Because when you read about this place and you think about it, you sort of think it's going to be like in the middle of the desert, hours away from anything. You're going to have to, drive out in a 4x4 and then hike a bunch. But in reality, it's bang in the middle of the city. It's about a 25-minute drive from downtown Cairo. But then you see we've just entered from here. This is the entrance building, the ticket office. And then, yeah, we've got the city right here. You can see there's the famous Pyramids Pizza Hut. So yeah, this place certainly isn't inaccessible from the city. But at the same time, it is by no means small. Take a look at the size of the complex. The site is massive, as you can see. It stretches for ages. There's a road here that leads up to the big pyramid, so I guess we'll start here, huh? Yeah, so as you can see, it's certainly not a remote place. There's like a road leading right up to the pyramids, and there's cars, vans, tour buses and everything going up here. Man, the road's in pretty rough shape. I think they're doing some renovations or something perhaps. They're building like a new museum, the Grand Egyptian Museum, like right down here in Giza. And I think it'll be opening soon. So this pyramid to our right is the biggest of the three. You can see one, two in the middle, and the small one way out in the distance. Let's go and visit him. He is the Great Pyramid of Giza, the biggest one, the longest standing one, and I think he was the tallest building in the world, the tallest structure in the world for like 3,000 years until some church in England was built in like 1300. Pretty incredible to think about, hey? Oh wow. Wow, look at that, you can see the full size of it now. Oh, that is amazing. So this is it, man. Here we are. We're at the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And when you're close to it, the size is just insane. Like, I kid you not, from this corner here to that corner there, yeah, that should give you a good idea. That must be, I don't know, 200 meters maybe? That's just so crazy. You can walk right up to them too. You can climb up a few blocks from what I remember, but I think they've stopped you climbing them. Wow. Man, the blocks are huge as well. Like, I'm standing here, as you can see, on the flat, and the blocks are coming up like almost to my shoulder there though. It's got to be like 4.5 feet tall, each of them. Dude, it's just breathtaking. Like, look at this. This one's taller than me. This one block is more than 6 feet tall. I'm standing on the ground, and that is like 6'1" or 6'2". And it's also like 8 foot wide as well. How did they build these things, dude? It's ridiculous. And we rocked up right at 8 o'clock. Like 8 o'clock's bang on when the ticket office opens. I was hoping to beat some of the crowds, but yeah, that didn't really happen. Like, the tourist buses roll in like from the word go. Look at this. Yeah, you can see all the buses from group trips here. And I guess this place is also popular with school trips because there's lots of kids around as well. We had some rain yesterday in Cairo as well. One of the tour guides at the base of the pyramids just now, he was telling me it was the heaviest rain that maybe even like the whole of Egypt has had in 60 years. And you can see the irrigation at the pyramids mustn't be too good because like half of the site is still flooded. The water's just like pooling up here, and I've made a terrible choice of footwear today. The red Adidas thongs. And you can see here there's lots of souvenirs for sale as well, all sorts of stuff. Little pyramids, scarabs, all of that sort of stuff as well. Like I was saying yesterday in Cairo, it was the heaviest rains that the city's seen in like ages. And I was walking down in the main bazaar, and my shoes just got absolutely caked with mud. Like, I stepped in a puddle. And the roads in Cairo are a mixture of like water, dust, and motor oil. And my shoes just got caked, absolutely clogged in this like black grease that was going to be essentially impossible to clean off.
Nice to meet you.
And you, brother, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Which country?
كيف حالك Australia?
I love Australia #1.
Thank you, brother.
Good Australia.
I appreciate you, my man.
You have
Take
ticket?
care. Yeah, take care, of course.
Go inside, small permit, no money.
Inshallah, we'll go inside after. I'll spend all day here, yeah?
No money.
I'll spend all day here. I'll come back later.
Okay.
Shukran, Habib. Yeah, as you see there, lots of people will try and come up to you, trying to give you directions or offer you camel rides or sell you something. Some people are genuinely friendly. Like, I think that guy actually works here and he was just telling me where something was. But yeah, last time I was here, I had a really, really bad experience with one of the guides here. But yeah, as I was saying, my shoes got absolutely caked in mud on the busiest street in Cairo. Water probably like 2 inches deep. So I had to ditch them and then find the nearest shoe shop, and all they had for sale that wasn't like a wholesale product with like these red Adidas thongs. Oh cool, there's all these other sort of ruins lying around the complex too. Some of them are temples, I think I remember. You'll see that the local kids are very friendly as well. What's up?
هلو
وسع ابراهيم
عندي بولات في الصور
وسع ابراهيم التليفون
اوكي دقيقة صور معاه بالله عليك روح كده
انا اصور معاه سيلفي
You'll see on the top of the big one behind me, like he just sort of finishes, there's nothing else on the top, but on the sort of like second biggest one, Kafre his name is, you can see up here he's still got like a sort of white cap on the top, and that's because the pyramids didn't actually always used to be like blocks in like a step formation. They actually used to be smooth on the outside. They were coated with a special rock called alabaster, and over time on the 2 other pyramids, all that alabaster has fallen away. Either it's been eroded by people or it's been eroded by weather. Yeah, and on top of Khafre, there's still quite a lot of this alabaster coating left, and it gives it like a really cool effect on the tip of it, a really unique look. Oh yeah, there you go. All of these rocks that are lying at the base of the pyramid, these sort of white rocks here, these are alabaster, which is what the pyramids were originally coated in and what this thing up here is made of. Oh man, that's so cool. Old no climbing sign. I want that in my room. That's so sick. Oh, right, and I remember from last time I was here, if you look on this side of like the second biggest pyramid, the one with the fancy top, you'll see on the side here there's 2 sort of like separate openings, separate entrances to the pyramids. Last time I was here I actually climbed up to them, but now they've sort of like blocked them off. You'll see here you've got the chain, and they've also got like a sort of cop shop, and people are actually actively preventing you from going up there. From what I remember, there was nothing in them, but this one, yeah, you can see there, this one was like blocked off by a gate, so there's obviously something inside. And as I was saying before, this sort of stuff really, really interests me, like sort of secret passages that were once open but are now blocked off to the public. But at the same time, it also really annoys me because there must be something in there. If there was nothing in there, it wouldn't be blocked off by a gate. And at the same time, I know that certain people at certain times have been allowed in there and allowed to explore it. So yeah, I really want to be, I don't know, it sort of feels exclusive. It's like something that not everyone has done, and I reckon doing that would be such a special experience. Yeah, honestly, for me, that would be like the ultimate outcome of growing this channel to like a decent size, would be like being able to get access to off-limits places and places that not everyone is allowed to go to. Obviously making a bit of money would be nice too, but for me, having experiences like that is what I love traveling for. This is the main entrance for the Sphinx up here, I guess. We can head in and get a closer look at him. Wow. There he is. That is surreal. Wow. Yeah, that is just incredible. And another interesting thing I learnt last time I was here, or maybe this was something I read online. Yeah, it's something I read online. If you look below the Sphinx's right ear, I'll zoom in a sec, you can see there's like quite a big hole there, like a man-sized hole. You can see it there just below the ear. That's the hole I'm talking about. I think they've blocked it in now though. And apparently from what I've read, this hole under his ear, a priest would used to walk in there, like into its head, and talk, and apparently the acoustics in its head would sound like the whole animal was speaking. That could, of course, be nonsense, but I read it somewhere reputable, I remember, so pretty cool. And we've got lots of local residents here as well. Hello, sir, how are you? Man, I'm deathly scared of these things. Last time I was here, one of them bit me, and I don't want that to happen again. And if we head this way, you see you've got the two biggest pyramids. This one in the distance is actually the Great Pyramid of Giza. He's bigger than this one, even though it looks like this one's taller. And then if we turn this way, we've got the smallest of the three famous pyramids. And he actually is considerably smaller than the other two. You can see these people here for scale. And yeah, this one isn't as big. And it looks as though they're really cracking down on climbing recently as well. Like this sign is just to the left of me here, you can see. Climbing is forbidden, punishable by 1 month in prison or 100,000 Egyptian pounds. Oh. Yeah, they've really cracked down on it in the past few years. I know some German guy climbed one once and posted a bunch of photos on the internet that became really viral. And there was a couple of other incidents that you can do your own research on. I think Mark Twain actually climbed the Great Pyramid once. I could be wrong, but I think he did. Oh, and you saw before around the base of the big pyramids, they were all like clear and you could walk right up to them, but this one, there's like tons of rubble, tons of like sort of old blocks around them. I don't know if it's just because they haven't been cleared up. Maybe this is like a less popular place to go, or I don't know, but man, that's such a cool view. And come around this side of the smaller pyramid with me. If I remember rightly, last time I was here, I learned something really cool about it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and there you go, yeah, no climbing again. Yeah, I reckon it would be impossible to get on top of them now. You'd either have to just like make a dash for it and just go up really, really quickly and be prepared to face the consequences. Or the last time I was here, I remember inquiring with a bunch of the guards around here about how I'd go about it. And one of them said, I'll let you go up, I'll turn a blind eye if you pay me $1,200, $1,200 US. But anyway, back to what I was saying about the small pyramid. We'll head out a bit more so you can see it. You'll see here on the side, the smaller one's got like a huge chunk taken out of it. And from what I can remember, this was done by one of the subsequent kings after the pyramids were built, obviously. And one of the kings after that time, he tried to destroy them. And so I don't know if he did it with some kind of big like wrecking ball device or if he tried to like dismantle them. But yeah, that's what he did to them, and that's as far as he got. Like he couldn't demolish any more, which I found fascinating. Like these things are so solidly built that you can't take them apart. Oof, man, this is a proper good spot here. Literally no one's around. The closest tour bus is like hundreds of meters away, and this gives you such a good idea of just the sheer size of the pyramids. Like if you look closely, you can see like each one of those blocks is 4 or 5 feet tall. And then we go up the side, you can just see how many of them there are. It's incredible. Just being here is making me want to rewatch Ancient Aliens as soon as I get home and figure out how these things were really built. But that is going to do us for today. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of my travels in Egypt and around the world, do like, follow and subscribe. Until next time.